Welcome dear students. In previous lecture we completed introduction part of quadratic equation and what are the roots of quadratic equation. Our today's topic is to solve the quadratic equation. That means we have to find out the roots of quadratic equation. There are many methods. First method is a factorization method. Second method is a completing square method. This year, because of COVID-19, this completing method is omitted, and the third method is by using formula. Today we have to learn the factorization method, and based upon that we have to solve the practice set 2.2. Dear student, it is not a new topic to you. In previous standard you learn about this. Now all of you know that standard form of a quadratic equation, it is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now this quadratic equation, this is the general form or the standard form of quadratic equation. In this term is known as a quadratic term because variable have index 2. This bx is called as a middle term and this c is known as a constant term. Now by using factorization method we have to use the factors. Now first step is that we have to arrange the given quadratic equation in a standard form if it is not in a standard form. Afterwards we have to consider this constant term, and that constant term we have to factors. That means we have to find out the factors of that constant term. For that purpose we have to consider the middle term also. Because of these factors, the middle term get divided into two parts. That means that middle term is split into two parts. Suppose it is like this, I take the part b1 and b2. Then this middle term is get split into two parts. Therefore this method is also known as a splitting of middle term. Splitting of middle term. Now how to make the factors of that constant? What is the relation between this middle term and what is the quadratic term? That we have to learn directly with the sum which is given in a practice set 2.2. Therefore let's start, student. Practice set 2.2. First question is given. Before that, one more concept I want to clear with you. Suppose multiplication of two terms, multiplication of any two term is 0. Suppose a into b is equal to 0. Then out of these two terms, one term must be 0. That means a into b is equal to 0. Then we can write a may be 0 or b may be 0. This is a one property. We have to use this property to solve the quadratic equation by factorization method. That means when the multiplication of any two number is 0, then out of that two number, one number must be a 0. By using this property, we have to solve the quadratic equation by factorization method. Therefore, you must know this thing. Now, let's start with first sum from the practice set 2.2. Question number 1 is given. Solve the following quadratic equation by factorization method. First sum is given. It is x square minus 15x plus 54 equal to 0. See carefully, it is x square minus 15x plus 54 equal to 0. Now here, first of all, this quadratic equation is in a standard form or not, that we have to decide. See here, this is quadratic term, this is the middle term, and this is constant term, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. It is in a standard form. Now we have to see the constant term. Constant term is 54. Then write down in a rough page 54. Now find out the two numbers whose multiplication is 54. It is, many numbers are there. Out of that, what we have to find out, see here, see the sign of the constant term, it is plus. Therefore we have to find out the factor of this 54 such that whose addition should be 15. Now we have to find out the factors of 54. Two conditions, that multiplication should be 54 and whose addition should be 15. Multiplication is compulsory. What about the addition? Because the constant term have the plus sign, therefore we have to find out the addition of that two numbers should be 15. I write here 1 into 54. Now these are the two factors, and if we make the addition of this, it will be a not a 15, it will be a 55. Therefore we did not have to take this. It is 2 into 27. Now make the addition of this 27 and 2, it is 29. Therefore this is also not. Then we can write here 6 into 9. 6 into 9. This 6 into 9, if we do the multiplication of these two, it is 54. Make the addition of this, it is 9 plus 6, it is 15. Therefore this is suitable factors for this quadratic equation. Now see here, we have to take the factors of 54 like this. It is 9 and 6. We can write 6 and 9 or 9 and 6, it is the same. Now see here, the next step is, I have told you that we have to consider, or we have to take into consideration this plus sign. Here it is plus, therefore we take out the factors of 54 whose addition should be the coefficient of middle term, whose addition is equal to the coefficient of the middle term. Afterwards, here the plus sign, constant term have the plus sign, therefore we have to consider the sign of the middle term to both the factors. Sign of the middle term is minus, therefore we have to write here minus 9 and here it is minus 6. Therefore our factors are minus 9 and minus 6. If we make the multiplication of these two, it is plus 54, and if we make the addition of this, it is minus 15. Dear student, remember, we have to consider the sign of the constant term. This is positive, then we have to find out the factors of constant whose addition should be equal to the coefficient of the middle term, and afterwards we have to see the sign. Sign of the constant term is positive, then the sign of the middle term to both the factors. Now what we have to write here? We have to write here next step, that is quadratic term we have to write as it is. Quadratic term we have to write as it is. Afterwards we have to write these factors. Now instead of this minus 15x, we have to write minus 9x, then minus 6x. It is same, that means we split the middle term into the two term. One is minus 9x and another is a minus 6x plus 54 equal to 0. Dear students, see here, minus 9x and minus 6x. These are the two parts of this 15x. That means 15x or the middle term is get divided into two parts. Therefore, this method is also known as a splitting of middle term. Now, make the group of these two, x square minus 9x and 6x plus 54. From this, we have to take out the common numbers. Common. Now see, here it is coefficient is a 1 and here it is coefficient is a 9. Therefore, one coefficient is a common. Next, we have to see the variables. For finding out the common in variables, we have to see the index. In the first term, index of the variable is a 2 and here it is 1. We have to take out the variable which have minimum index 1, and therefore this x we can take out common. From this x square we take out x as a common, then what is remaining? It is x. Then this minus sign, from this 9x we take out the 9 as a common, what is remaining? 9. Now see here minus sign is there as it is. Then see here, from this 6x and this 54 we have to take out the common. For that purpose, first of all we have to see the variable. Here it is variable is a x and here no variable is there, therefore no common in the variable. Now see the coefficient, it is 6 and it is 54. Can we divide this 54 by 6? Yes, it is possible. Therefore we take out the 6 as a common, then it is x. Now most important thing, dear student, we take out the minus sign at the bracket, therefore this plus sign get changed, it get minus, and 6 9s are 54, therefore we write here x minus 9 and is equal to 0. I think everyone understood this, how to find out the common. Now dear student, you observe this step. Here it is x minus 9 and here it is x minus 9. These both bracket must be same. Now instead of that, first of all we take out this common in one bracket, and instead of these two we have to write x minus 9 and equal to 0. Now observe this student, as I have already told you that this is the x minus 6 multiplied with x minus 9, that means multiplication of these two number is a 0, and when the multiplication of two number is 0, out of that two number one must be a 0. Therefore we can write here, therefore x minus 6 is equal to 0, or we can write x minus 9 is equal to 0. Now we have to solve this. This x is equal to, this minus 6 goes on that side, it become plus 6, and or we get here x is equal to 9. These are the roots. 6 and 9 are the roots of this quadratic equation. Therefore we have to write the final answer, x is equal to 6 or x is equal to 9 are the roots of given quadratic equation. I think all of you understood this method. It is simple example is there, and we have to see now the next one. The next sum is there. It is x square plus x minus 20 equal to 0. Now dear student, see here, x square minus x minus 20 equal to 0. First of all we have to see the equation is in a standard form or not. Quadratic term, middle term, and this is constant, minus 20 equal to 0. Now it is in a standard form. Then our next step is that we have to find out the factors of this constant term, that is we have to find out the factors of this minus 20. See student, in the previous sum the constant term is having plus sign and here it is minus 20, therefore little change is there. Now we have to factorize this 20, that means we have to find out the two number whose multiplication should be 20. Multiplication should be 20. And second thing is that whose subtraction should be 1. Now see the difference between these two. Here plus sign is there, therefore we find out the addition, 9 and 6. If we make the addition, then it is 15. Now here it is minus, therefore we have to find out the factors whose subtraction should be coefficient of the middle term. Coefficient of the middle term is 1, therefore we have to find out. Suppose I take here 1 into 20, then it is 2 into 10, then it is 5 into 4. Like this we can write the factors. Now first condition is followed, multiplication is 20. But what about the second condition? Second condition, here it is minus sign, therefore we have to see the subtraction of these two equal to the coefficient of the middle term. Now see, if we subtract it is 19, if we subtract it is 8, here it is 5 minus 4, it is 1. Therefore this 5 and 4 follows both the conditions. Multiplication is 20 and subtraction is 1, therefore correct factors are 5 and 4. Therefore we have to write here minus 20 and the factors are 5 and 4. Now see the second. Here the plus sign is there, therefore sign of the middle term to both the factors. Plus, constant term is plus, then the sign of the middle term to both the factors. Constant term is negative, then the sign of the middle term to the bigger number. Which is the bigger number from this? It is 5. Therefore we write plus 5 and opposite to that to the smaller number. See again, minus sign, then sign of the middle term to the bigger number and opposite to that sign to the smaller number. Constant term minus sign, middle term is positive plus sign, therefore this plus sign to the bigger number and the smaller opposite sign to the smaller number. Now we have to write here. I think everyone understood this, how to find out the factors. Now see here, x square plus 5x minus 4x minus 20 equal to 0. See, instead of this x, we write 5x and minus 4x. Now make the group of these two. First of all, variables x square and here it is x raised to 1. I told you that minimum index, therefore x. Then what is coefficient? Here 1 is the coefficient and out of this x square we take out x, therefore it is x. This plus sign, from this 5x we take out the x as a common, therefore it is 5 minus this side. Then see the variables. Here it is x, here no variable, therefore from these two we can't take out the variable about common about variables. Then see the coefficient 4 and 20. In that, which is the smaller one, 4. In the table of 4 there is a 20. Yes, of course, there it is a 4, 5 is a 20. Therefore we can write 4 as a common. Then from this 4x we take 4 as a common, therefore we write here x. Then here it is minus sign, therefore this minus will become plus, and 4 5 is 20 is equal to 0. Now see here, x plus 5, here it is x plus 5, both brackets should be same. Now we have to write common in one bracket, and instead of this we write one bracket equal to 0. Now here multiplication of these two number is a 0, as no out of these two one must be a 0, that is x minus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 5 equal to 0. Therefore x minus 4 equal to 0, therefore x is equal to minus 4 goes on that side, it becomes plus 4, or we get here x is equal to minus 5. Therefore x is equal to 4 and x is equal to minus 5 are the roots of quadratic equation. Dear student, try to understand these two sums. We will continue the third one. Dear students, let's start with the next sum. Sum number 5th one is there. 3rd and 4th you can solve, it is very easy. Now see the 5th one. It is 2x square minus 2x plus 1 upon 2 equal to 0. Listen here. 2x square minus 2x plus 1 upon 2 equal to 0. Now if we observe the given sum carefully, it is in a standard form. It is already given in a standard form. But this constant term is 1 upon 2. Therefore first of all we have to eliminate these two, and then we have to solve this. For that it will be easy to solve if we eliminate these two. Therefore first of all we have to eliminate these two. For that purpose these two is get divided here. Therefore we have to multiply by 2 on both sides. What we will get by multiplying by 2 on both the sides? Here we get 4x square, because 2x square into this 2 it is 4x square, minus 2x into 2 it will get 4x, plus here it is 1, because 1 upon 2 into 2, this 2 get cancelled and it is 1 is equal to 0. Now see, in the previous two sum, that is first and the second, the coefficient of the quadratic term was 1. Coefficient of the quadratic term was 1. But here is another than that of a 1. This is the difference. Here, to factorize this, what we have to do? We have to multiply this 4 with the constant term. We have to multiply this 4 with this 1. It is 4. And then we have to factorize this 4. See, dear student, same procedure is for the question number 1st and 2nd. But in that case, the coefficient was 1. And if we multiply this 1 with constant term, it remains as a constant term. Therefore, we factorize only the constant term. But here, the coefficient of the quadratic term is another than that of 1. Therefore, we have to multiply this 4 with the constant term. 4 into 1, it is 4. Now we have to use our rule to find out the factors. Now we have to find out the factors of 4, whose addition should be 4. See here again the rule. Constant term is plus, then factors are, we have to find out the factors whose addition should be 4. All of you know that it is 2 and 2. 2 2s are 4 and 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Now see the sign. Sign of the constant term is plus. Therefore the sign of the middle term to both the factors, that is minus 2 and minus 2. These are the factors. Now see here, 4x square instead of this minus 4x, we have to write minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Make the group of these two. Here it is 4x square minus 2x. Now first of all, see the variable, it is x square and it is x raised to 1, minimum index is a x. After that, see the coefficient. Here it is 4, here it is 2. 2 is the smaller one, and in the table of 2 there is a 4, therefore we can take out 2 as a common. Therefore 2x as a common. Now what is the remaining? Here it is 4x square. From that 4x square we take out 2. Therefore 2 2s are 4. Therefore we write here 2. And from this x square 1x is, therefore another 1x is here. Now see, if we multiply this, it get 4x square minus, here it is 2x. This 2x we take out common, therefore it is 1. Now see the minus sign. Then these two variable x, here it is not variable, it is not common. Here it is 2, here it is 1. Which is the smaller one? 1 is the smaller one. In the table of 1 there is a 2, therefore we take out 1 as a common. Then from this we take out 1 as a common, therefore 2x, and this plus sign get changed. This plus sign is not get every time change. It changed because here it is the minus sign. Remember this. Now here it is minus 1 equal to 0. Now see the student, these two are the same brackets. Now we can write here 2x minus 1, and here it is 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Multiplication of these two brackets, therefore 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now see here, 2x is equal to 1 or 2x is equal to 1. This minus 1 goes on that side. Now here it is x is equal to 1 upon 2, or we can write here x is equal to 1 upon 2. Therefore x is equal to 1 upon 2 or x is equal to 1 upon 2 are the roots of given equation. Everyone understood this? See this concept first of all. These are the two important things. We have to eliminate these two. Afterwards, we have to multiply these two and then find out the factors. Let's see the next sum. It was sixth one. Now, what is the sixth one? 6x minus 2 upon x equal to 1. Now see here. Again 6x minus 2 upon x is equal to 1. It is in a standard form? No. We have to write it in a standard form. We have to eliminate this x. Got it? We have to eliminate this x. For that purpose we have to multiply by x on both sides. See, if we multiply x into 6x minus x into 2 upon x is equal to x into 1. Now see here, 6x square, this get cancelled, it is minus 2 is equal to x. Now 6x square, this minus x, plus x will become minus x. We have to take on this side because we have to write it in a standard form. Quadratic term, middle term, constant and 0. Minus 2 equal to 0. Now 6x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Again see the coefficient of the quadratic term, it is another than that of a 1. Then multiply this with constant term. 6 into minus 2, it is minus 12. Now find out the factors of minus 12. Sign of the constant term is minus, therefore we have to find out whose subtraction should be 1. Subtraction should be 1. It is 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Same way, sign of the constant term is minus, therefore we have to give the sign of the middle term to the bigger number. From this, which is a bigger number? 4, therefore minus 4, and opposite to that to the smaller number. Now verify this. 3 into minus 4, it is minus 12, and 3 minus 4 is equal to minus 1. Now we have to write here 6x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 2 equal to 0. Instead of this minus x, we write plus 3x minus 4x. Now make the group of these two and take out the common factors. 6x square plus 3x, which is a smaller number. 3. In the table of 3 there is a 6, therefore we take out 3 as a common. What about the variables? X raised to 2 and x raised to 1. Minimum index is a 1, therefore 3x. Then 3 2s are 6, and this x raised to 2 minus x raised to 1, it is x, plus this 3x we take out here common, therefore it is 1. After that, this minus sign, 4x minus 2. Variable is not in a second term, therefore we can't take out as variable as a common. Then see the coefficient, 2 and 4, which is the smaller one? 2. Take out, in the table of 2 there is a 4, therefore we take out 2 as a common. Then 2 2s are 4 and this x. This minus sign will become plus because of this minus. If here it is plus, then we have to leave as it is. If minus, then we have to write minus. But here it is minus, therefore this minus will get changed, it get plus. And this 2 we take out common, therefore it is 1 is equal to 0. 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1, both brackets are same. Therefore take out 3x minus 2 in one bracket, 2x plus 1 in another bracket is equal to 0. Multiplication of two number is 0. Out of that 2, 1 must be a 0. Therefore 3x minus 2 equal to 0, or 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Now 3x, this minus 2 goes on that side, plus 2. Add 2 on both sides. Then here it is 2x is equal to minus 1. Then x is equal to, divided by 3 on both sides, we get x is equal to 2 upon 3, or x is equal to minus 1 upon 2. Therefore x is equal to 2 upon 3 and x is equal to minus 1 upon 2 are the roots of given quadratic equation. I think everyone understood this. Take down these two sums in your notebook. Let's start with the next sum. It is 8th one. 3x square minus 2 root 6 x plus 2 equal to 0. 3x square minus 2 root 6 x plus 2 equal to 0. Dear student, to understand this sum, we have to learn some basic concepts here. Suppose I write here root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2. What is the answer of this? That means it is root 2 square and it is 2. Therefore, suppose it is like this, root 6 into root 6. The answer is 6. And see here, that means root 3 into root 3, it is root 3 square and it is 3. This property we have to use here. Second, suppose I write here root 6 or I write here root 10, and if I factorize this root 5 into root 2, then it is same one. That means root 10 we can write root 5 into root 2 like this. That means root 2 into root 2 we can write 2, but 2 we can write root 2 into root 2. Remember these things. Now see the given sum. Here it is 3x square minus 2 root 6 plus 2 equal to 0. First of all, it is quadratic equation which is in a standard form. Then see the coefficient of the quadratic term, it is 3 and the constant term is 2. Now here 3 into 2, it is 3 to the 6. Now we have to factorize this 6 as a addition to root 6. See here, we multiply this 2 with 3, we get the answer as a 6. Here sign of the constant term is a 2, therefore we have to factorize this 6 whose addition should be 2 root 6. Just now I told you that this 6 we can write root 6 and root 6. But it root 6 into root 6, then it will be a 6. Same way, suppose I write here root 6 and here it is root 6. Multiplication is a 6, and if we add this is 1 root 6 and here it is 1 root 6, it is 2 root 6. Therefore our factors are 1 root 6 and here it is 1 root 6. Afterwards we have to see the sign. Sign of the constant term is positive, therefore we have to give the sign of the middle term to both the factors. Therefore minus 1 root 2x minus 1 root 6, minus 1 root 6 and minus 1 root 6. Now we have to solve this. This is 3x square minus, instead of this 2 root 6 we write here 1 root 6 x minus 1 root 6x plus 2 equal to 0. Now see here, 3x square minus 1 root 6x minus 1 root 6x plus 2 equal to 0. Make the group of these two. From these two we have to take out the common. Now for taking out the common, we can't see anything in a common. I change this. Instead of this 3, if I write root 3 into root 3 x square, is it okay? Just now I told you root 6 into root 6 it is 6. Root 3 into root 3 it is 3. It doesn't make any difference. Minus, now this root 6 is there. Instead of root 6 I can write 1 root 3 into 1 root 2 x. That means root 3 into root 2 it is root 6 and this x as it is. It will help us to find out the common factors. Now see here, same way, here it is 1 root 6 we write here 3 into 1 root 2x plus, instead of this 2 we can write root 2 into root 2. I think there is no any confusion. Everyone understood this. Instead of this 3 we write root 3 root 3. This root 6 we factorize this root 3 into root 2x. This root 6 means root 3 into root 2x, and this 2 means root 2 into root 2. Now find out the common factors. Here it is root 3, here it is root 3. And this x square and this x, therefore it is x. It is root 3x. From this root 3 and this x, therefore root 3x is there, minus this 1 root 3 and this x common, therefore it is root 2. Now minus from this and from this, root 2 is a common, therefore we take out root 2 as a common. Then this root 3, this root 2 we take out common, therefore it is x. This plus sign will get changed minus because of this minus sign. And from this we take out root 2 common, therefore 1 root 2 is there. Now see, root 3x minus 2, root 3x minus 2, both are the same brackets. Now we have to write here root 3x minus root 2 in one bracket and root 3x minus root 2 in bracket equal to 0. Don't forget to write the zeros in every step. Now multiplication of these two is 0, therefore root 3x minus root 2 equal to 0, or root 3x minus root 2 equal to 0. Root 3x is equal to root 2 minus root 2 plus 2. Here it is root 3x, it is root 2. Now see here, x is equal to root 2 upon root 3, or x is equal to root 2 upon root 3. These are the roots, therefore x is equal to root 2 upon root 3 and x is equal to root 2 upon root 3 are the roots of given equation. Let's see the next question. It is 10th one. 25m square is equal to 9. Now 25m square is equal to 9. Now this is a quadratic equation which is not in a standard form. One more thing, here middle term, that is value of b, is 0. Therefore first of all we have to write 25m square minus 9 equal to 0. Now see here, this 25 means it is the square of 5. Therefore we write here 5m bracket square minus 9 is the square of 3. Therefore we write it in a form of a square minus b square. All of you know that a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b. Same way, 5m square minus 3 square is equal to 0. Now we can write 5m plus 3 in one bracket, 5m minus 3 in another bracket equal to 0. Therefore 5m plus 3 equal to 0, or 5m minus 3 equal to 0. Now see here, 5m plus 3 goes on that side, it become minus 3, or 5m is equal to minus 3 will become plus 3. Now here 5, we have to find out the value of m. Divide by 5 on both sides, m is equal to minus 3 upon 5, and here it is m is equal to 3 upon 5. Therefore m is equal to minus 3 upon 5 or m is equal to 3 upon 5 are the roots of given equations. Dear student, go through this sum twice and try to understand. If you understand this, then one activity is given, which is question number 5th one. Try to solve that. It is easy. You can easily solve this. Now we have to start with the next sum, that is see the sum one. It is 11th one. 7m square is equal to 21m. Now it is not in a standard form. In the previous sum, the middle term was not there, that is the value of b is 0, and in this case what is 0? Constant term is 0. Now see, 7m square minus 21m equal to 0. Constant term is not there. Then how to solve? Very easy. Directly we have to take out the common factors. First of all, variable m raised to 2, and here it is m raised to 1. That means minimum index is a 1, therefore we can take m as a common. Then coefficient 7 and 21. Which one is the smaller? 7. And in the table of 7 there is a 21, therefore we can take out 7 as a common. Therefore 7m as a common. And here it is m minus 3. 7 3s is equal to 0. Now 7m equal to 0 or m minus 3 equal to 0. Now m is equal to 0 upon 7 or m is equal to 3. Therefore m is equal to 0 or m is equal to 3. Therefore m is equal to 0 and m is equal to 3 are the roots of given equation. Very easy it is. You must have to take out the commons. After common, then it is easy. It is 0 upon 7 means 0. Remember this one. Now let's see the 12th one. That is also very easy, students. It is m square minus 11 is equal to 0. Now see here, we can solve this. Now we can write this in this form. M square minus 11 is equal to 0. We can write it in the a square minus b square form. How it is possible? See here. We can write m square minus root 11 bracket square. As we earlier see, root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. Same way 11 means root 11 into root 11. Therefore we write here root 11 square is equal to 0. Now here a means m and b means root 11. Therefore we write m plus root 11 in one bracket, m minus root 11 in second bracket is equal to 0. Now m plus root 11 equal to 0 or m minus root 11 equal to 0. Therefore m is equal to minus root 11 or m is equal to root 11. We get here two values, m is equal to minus root 11, m is equal to root 11. Therefore m is equal to root 11 and m is equal to minus root 11 are the roots of given equation. Dear students, I think everyone understood factorization method. Some rules we have to follow, and if we follow this rule, it is very easy to solve the quadratic equation by factorization method. Try to solve the remaining sums and solve the sums which are in a problem set which are related with the factorization method in your notebook. Thank you.